They're gonna make me want to go.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we like to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching, preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening, learning, and to the Bayasha Double Dot, the house of David. All right, this is Men of Valor Las Vegas Camp coming to you through the will and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, another week in this prophesying in this kingdom. All right, for the downfall of this kingdom. Okay, because this land, as you know it, the land of America, aka Rome 2.0, aka Egypt, aka Babylon, all right, aka Sodom and Gomorrah, okay, is going to fall. All right, and all the signs that you're looking at are looking at the signs of a collapse. All right, not just here in America, but chiefly America, but around the world as well. Okay, you're seeing all these markets starting to crash, their dollars, their rubles, their yen, whatever their currency is. Okay, you're starting to see these markets no longer fluctuate but become stagnant.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, how about outside taking a toll, you know, out on this heathen's economic structure or infrastructure.
God.
And what was it? UK, they dollar started dropping.
Yep.
So Apostle Tahar just did a video on that a couple days ago or yesterday. Then the Lebanese dollar is like, you know, $1,000 Lebanese pounds to one US dollar.
Is that, and what was that? It was Brazil that was like that too. Like
right.
Last year,
Peru was burning America.
Right.
But yet the American dollar is still, you know, doing you know, somewhat well. That's gonna, you know, it's gonna bring a hatred, you know, it's gonna stir up these heathen nations, these other nations outside of the U.S., you know, to take them out. You know, they're gonna be pushed, you know, to go and take by force what they don't have.
God, they're gonna rise up. All right, they're gonna rise up. All right, not lawfully. All right, as far as scripturally, but they're gonna rise up prophecy. All right, scripturally, they're gonna make sure that they complete the task that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has set forth for them. Okay, for the collapse of this whole world system. All right, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is not in agreement with this world and the way that everything is running. All right, so through the will and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, we're going to start seeing more prophecies unfold and continue on day by day, minute by minute, week by week, hour by hour. All right, Abaratazah, not year by year, but if it be Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's will, year by year. Okay, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
Look at Psalms 37 and verse 32. The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him.
God, the wicked watcheth the righteous. All right, so those upper echelon bankers, the Oppenheimers, the Gettys, the DuPonts, the Rothschilds. All right, these banking families. All right, and all the other little minion families that they put in rulership underneath them. Okay. They're watching the prophets. Abaratazah, we be those men, starting with Apostle Tahar Gabar, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Rakal, the elders and the deacons under them. All right, the men who are teaching the 144% truth, without mixture. All right, just giving it to you straight through the will and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay.
You know, the wicked are the Edomites as a whole, but you got, you know, Amalek, as the brother brought out, you know, the elites. You know, it's those are the you know, the hidden faces, you know, from the secret council of the wicked who's really running everything out here.
God.
You know, putting that sorcery down, you know, and witchcraft upon, you know, this whole world, you know, and enchanting them.
God. Hey, the upper echelon, they're the ones who use channelers. All right, the upper echelon are the channelers, and then they give it out to the minions. Okay, so on the left hand side. All right, on the left hand side, just as we serve the Most High Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. All right, they serve the left hand side. All right, they serve Satan. Okay.
And I gotta pray, just to back up. The Esau, the so-called white man, it is the wicked. All right, he's the wicked.
God.
And we have wicked
Jake's wicked other heathen nations.
We have wicked wickedness inside of our own nation right now, those 2/3. All right. But the wicked, when the Bible speaks of the wicked, it's always Esau, Edom.
God.
All right.
As the chief wicked.
Right.
All right. As the supreme wicked, top warlock or top witch.
And real quick, grab Psalm 17.
You know?
This is Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the borders of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever.
Because Yahweh Shai said, I will have indignation against the wicked forever. All right, which chiefly is Esau, Edom. All right, but not excluding, these other heathen nations. Okay, but chiefly the indignation forever. All right, that blessing belongs unto Esau, Edom. All right, and their tribal families. Okay, so you can't escape what Yahweh Shai has for you.
Right. Story you say you're gonna get your 15 minutes of fame, where you're gonna tear your ass up at the end of the day.
God.
And replace, the rightful nation on top, which is the Israelites. The
grasshopper.
So was that it?
Yeah.
But hey, when we in authority, hey, we're gonna have dominion over everything, including animals. They're gonna be Yahweh Shem Al-Shai is gonna instill that fear, into everything that walks upon the earth of the Israelites.
God. Of him first and foremost, and then of his nation.
Right. We ain't gonna have that.
We're gonna be eating them. All right, go ahead.
Psalms 17 and 13. Arise, O Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thou sword.
God, Yahweh Shai uses Esau, Edom as the sword. All right, ultimately it was the sword. It was a sword to punish first and foremost Jake, right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? And the speckled bird whose father's line goes back to a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. All right, so Yahweh Shai has the base man to control you, all right, to put you in subjection under rulership, all right, because you wanted to be disobedient. But at the same time, hey, he still is a whipping stick to the other nations. Okay, right. Because that's why the other nations are getting fed up, because they're tired of being in this low estate. All right, a low estate without having any benefits. Okay, here it is. They can do what they need for this devil. All right, the so-called white man, but they can't do what they need for themselves. Okay, as you have Germany, right? You have Germany who has the pipeline going from Russia to Germany. All right, in Britain, they need gas. They need gas and oil. Okay, right. But America's sanctioned. They're on one accord with America with the sanctions. All right, how long are they going to last when their people are cold? All right, when the people start uprising and said, "F America." Right. All right.
That's all bullshit too. Because when the U.S. was getting on, I believe they were getting like a couple months back. They're getting on when they first started putting the sanctions in place.
Yep.
They were getting on these other countries for buying oil from Russia, but at the same time, America was the top buyer.
God.
At the same time, they put the sanctions on them and on Russia. They're still purchasing oil from Russia.
God. Hey, and then on top of it, they got a problem with India because India is doing the same thing.
Right.
All right,
That's
India.
That's who they have the problem.
Yeah, because they were neutral. India has a neutral state. India's like, we're not going to let this pass because, hey, for our people, our population, hey, this is a steal. Yes, hey, we're basically stealing oil.
So it's like, how can you condemn one nation and then turn around and do the same thing that you're condemning?
God, hey, yeah, it's like they're now hypocrite. Yeah. Okay.
I got one more precept.
Reading.
So if you want to grab Revelation 12, 12. No, going to the.
Yep.
This is Daniel 7:25. It says, "And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time."
God, hey, because this devil changes the laws and the times. All right, you know that daylight saving time. All right, you know that different these days of the week. All right, these holidays, these names of the months. Okay, all these laws and times and everything. This devil changes. Okay, you can how is it that you can go 2 states over and be in a whole different time zone? Salakia, whole different time zone. You go across seas and you're in a whole different year. All right, you're in a whole different freaking year. All right, you go in Ethiopia. What was that video? We're like in 2014 in Ethiopia or something. Yeah, it's like 2014 or whatever in Ethiopia on the Ethiopian calendar. Okay, but here in America, we're 2022 going into 2023. Okay, so hey, that devil has sent his philosophy, his Western philosophy around the whole world. All right, some places keep the customs of their culture a little bit, so-called, but they're still influenced by that Western mindset. Okay, you see them wearing their suits, you see them teaching their Christianity. Okay, and their government set up after.
Put up, or tried to mass spread, Christianity across the whole globe. That's what number one. The Bible's going into the definition of Catholic. It means universal.
Right. Hey, that's why they want it. That's why they use it. They want to use that Catholicism for that universal religion. Right. Yeah. All right. Right.
Christian.
Yeah.
They call it Christian.
Because hey, everything's accepted under Christianity. All right. Every abomination is accepted under Christianity. Okay. You can do what you want. Your God has to bend to your will. You don't bend to your God's will. Okay.
They got a lot of jakes, to succumb to that,
God.
And to fall for that trick of deceiver. Now, first of all, this devil, this devil's name, or this white man is the devil, in the Bible, and devil just goes back to diablos, which means deceiver. Okay, so that's what this so-called white man is doing. All right, he's deceiving the other nations, by using, pretty much everything that he has in his hand, which is the earth, which his blessing was the fatness of the earth. So now he can put in place these laws to benefit himself while, oppress, the people on this 12 tribes chart, so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. All right. Then, yeah, you can
Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is came down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time.
God, Yahweh Shai said, woe unto you inhabitants of the earth. All right, woe to you men, women, and children, first and foremost of Israel. Okay, Salakia, men, women, and children of Israel, first and foremost. All right, but woe unto the whole entire world. Okay, because death and destruction is coming. All right, and who's causing the death and destruction? Secondary out of the hand of the Most High. All right, because that wicked is the sword. That's Esau, Edom. All right, in unrighteous decrees and unrighteous acts. Okay, everything that they got scripted, especially for you Jakes out here. Okay, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, men, women, and child. All right, and you speckled birds. Okay, men, women, and child. Doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter how young you are. Hey, you're about to answer. You're about to answer for all the atrocities that you have done. Okay, and if you don't comply to this system that this devil has set forth, all right, you're gonna have to taste the sword. All right.
Right. You know, they putting those unrighteous decrees out, you know, to implement, you know, leading into this NWO or GR.
You know, it's like I don't even about like for January 1st, starting in 2023.
Right.
Chicago, Illinois.
Yep.
Starting that purge. Yeah.
And this purge is, you know, as brother said, this purge is coming. You know, they broadcasted it, you know, as a movie or something. You know, and try to make you guys susceptible to it. Oh, that would be crazy if that would happen. Well, it's been this devil's plan to do it this whole time, because they have to cause anarchy. They know that, because that's one of they MOs. You know, order out of chaos. You know, order out of chaos. That's how the Illuminati get down. Because when you don't have a solution for anything, that's pretty much how Egypt, you know, was on top. Because for so long, was because when they were when everybody else, when the Lord hit famines on every other nation, Egypt always had some. Okay, and then they ran to them. You know, and what does it say? The scriptures say, "Woe unto those that go to Egypt
for peace and safety,"
or woe unto those that go to Egypt for help." But when everything, as the brother was saying, you know, when there's peace and safety out, hey, the Lord's gonna come back as a thief in the night. All right, and sudden destruction is coming.
God.
All right, and they sliding all these laws in, you know, they slipping them like a past due bill underneath the door, you know, and y'all ain't woke up to see it. Y'all ain't catching it because you guys aren't listening. The whole nation of Israel as a whole and the rest of this world ain't listening and staying on watch.
God.
All right.
Hey, and just like, matter of fact, just like we see it right now out here in Vegas, you got the grasshoppers or the locusts reemerging. All right, you're starting to see this. It's our season here, but don't forget this is still happening around the world. Okay, you have the floods, you have the earthquakes. All right, all this stuff is leading up to Yahweh Shai's return. Okay. I think it might be Isaiah. Order them to go down to Egypt for help.
It should be first. But I was trying to look at it.
Yeah, I just want to pull it just for. We're gonna go there, but it's just.
You ain't got to ask how much forever.
It's Isaiah 30.
Oh, that was
31?
that was in the wrong. So
Yeah, 31 and 1.
Got it?
Yeah. 31 got it.
Hey, Salaki, and these grasshoppers are getting bigger. Right. Yeah. These grasshoppers are getting bigger. All right. Hey, just in Africa, like they a year ago in Africa, hey, these were the same grasshoppers eating all the crops.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, those crops are now flooded. They were ate and now they're flooded. All right, China flooded. Okay. All these places around the world are dealing with droughts, are dealing with earthquakes, are dealing with catastrophic famine conditions.
Puerto Rico just got hit with a
God.
With a
Hurricane. Hurricane. What did they call it? Fiona. All right. Hey, because that shit is ugly. All right.
It was a massive earthquake.
And then it went into
the Pacific. It became a Category 4.
Then go into Cuba too.
Yeah, I think it
or
just
the DR. One of those that hit. But that,
Did it hit DR? I think it just missed DR.
it hit Cuba.
It hit Cuba. I think it was Cuba or DR. One of them it hit.
Right.
But it passed the other one.
That's people on the 12 tribes.
God.
You know, that's getting that affliction. Because that goes into, you know, how about Shemal Shai judging his people first.
God.
You know, 1 Peter 4:17, you know?
God. Okay, go ahead.
So Isaiah 31 and verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and the horsemen because they are very strong.
God, woe unto you motherfuckers who believe in this system. All right, woe unto you. All right, because you believe that this bitch is gonna survive. You think that America is so great and that America got respect for you, Jake. You think America cares about your service, all right? That you served in the military, okay? Esau Edom don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
Okay? He don't care nothing about you. He don't care about your mama. He don't care about your kids. He care about you dying. All right? And he's proved that throughout history. Okay? You're always the last hired, first fired. All right? You're always the fucking guinea pig. Okay? But you over here, you have that Stockholm syndrome. Okay? You envy your oppressor.
Because what did Esau do, you know, during slavery? You know, he made a bunch of himself. He took in certain women of our nation, and then bred with them to make more slaves.
God.
You know, but then at that time, as well as, you know, forcing the slaves to have you know, incest.
God.
You know, to make retarded babies, retarded slaves.
Right.
Okay.
Hey.
And you know, the list goes on.
Incest, buck breaking. Hey, that's why the term MF comes from. Yeah. Okay, if you go to the islands and you call somebody MF, hey, you liable to die, right? Because hey, it's a high disrespect. Okay, but this has continued on throughout generations that they have continued to do this. They've continued to do this to you, Jake. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you speckled birds. All right? Esau Edom don't even give a fuck about his own nation. All right? He let his own people starve. Okay? He took the blessing. He took Esau Edom's blessing from having the yoke on Jake's neck from his own people. Okay? He took it from his own minions. All right? His own nation, his own brothers and sisters. He took that very thing. All right. He took that on very thing. Okay. Just gonna let him do what he did. All right. But so yeah, how about Shem Yahushai? All right. When he said that this man was the wicked, all right, what is that? Beware, roughly paraphrase the scripture, beware those who won't even do good unto themselves. I think it's in the Apocrypha. He already talked. All right. Hey, this devil won't do well unto himself. All right. So how can you expect him to do a well unto you, which he has a perpetual hatred for? All right. Who you've been at odds with since the womb. All right. Hey, since you were conceived in the womb, hey, you struggled. Okay. Matter of fact, read that, finish that, and then jump over to after he gets that, jump over to Genesis 25. Yeah.
Going back to Isaiah 31, finishing. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh Yahushai.
Hey, they look not, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you speckled birds, look not unto the Holy One of Israel. All right? Because you don't know who you are and whose you are. All right? But here it is. Yahweh Shem Yahushai has put men on the highways and byways so you can listen up. Right? If you have the ears to hear and the eyes to see. Okay? Because Yahweh Yahushai is calling out to 1/3 of the nation of the Israelites. All right? 1/3 of you men, women, and children. Okay? speaking first and foremost to the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel. All right, to bring the rest of the multitude of the 1/3 in order. Okay, heralding in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is coming. Okay, getting us prepared for the glory that we are to witness. All right, the atrocities that we are about to see, it's a twofold. Okay, because wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. All right, that wisdom will allow you to make it through. All right, and the faith. It's right there.
Wrong book.
God.
But yeah. It's,
Just go to the
no, this is the book of Sirach.
Yeah.
This is Sirach 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?
Hey,
He shall. Oh, go ahead.
this devil is evil to himself. All right, day in, day out, you see it. You see it through his wicked fucking business deals. Salakia.
Oh yeah.
You see it. You see it. Okay, Salakia. Go ahead.
To his own nation,
Yeah.
to his own people. You know, as what Dr. Yuval Harris wrote. You know, when the flood come. You know, when those 200 million ICBM missiles, you know, come to turn this kingdom into the lake of fire. All right, as the Bible speaks about. All right, they gonna try to escape. They building the ark so they could go live up in the sky like Elysium.
Yeah. So go to Mars. That's what
Why you think Elon Musk?
Yeah,
why do you,
right.
hey? Why do you think these Why do you think rockets have now been deprivatized? All right, if you got enough capital, all right, you can build you a personal rocket. Okay, all these years you weren't able to build a personal rocket, even if you had the knowledge and the finances to do it. Okay, but now average Jake could build a rocket if he had the finances. All right.
It says, "He shall not take pleasure in his goods." All right, there is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness.
Hey, Yahweh said there is nothing worse than that person who envies themselves, who gives themselves the praise and the glory.
Right.
Okay?
And because going into Isaiah, if you want to grab it, Isaiah 14 and where it says he exalted himself as the Most High. You know, he gives himself all the praise for making, you know, and not knowing, you know, it was Yahweh Bashem Yahushua who set him up to do this.
And God, he has that vain pride and glory for the confederacy that he believed that he came up with. All right, with these other nations. All right, and the technology.
I think like 14 fools.
yeah, I will exceed above the height of the clouds.
Okay.
I will be like, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Pull that right now.
Yep.
Oh, this is Isaiah 14, starting at 14. You want to start at 13?
Start at 13.
Con. Isaiah 14, starting at 13. For thou hast said in thou heart, I will ascend into heaven.
God, this devil said, I will ascend unto heaven. As the brother was going into that they're building new arcs, all right, for the heavens.
They called it just like a note. You said they're scientists building a Noah's Ark, escape route.
It goes back to that movie 2012.
Yeah, 2012, but that was with the floods. We
yeah.
know Yahweh is not going to flood the earth again.
Yeah.
All right, that's what the promise was in the rainbow. All right, but God, but hey, he's going to flood. He's going to flood this earth with a lake of fire. All right, it is going to be a lake of fire. Those ICBMs are going to hit this fucking place and other places around the world, but America will be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. God, hurt the fuck up. Very element. Salaki, I'm a sailor today. It's just coming. Go ahead.
Continue. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the power.
So this devil said he will exhort his throne. All right. He will go exalt Salaki. exalt his throne above the heavens. All right, so above Yahweh Yahweh Shai's touch. All right, above, over. All right, as if he could be above the Most High. Damn it, the Most High. All right, you can't get higher than the Most High. Okay,
Can't even pass the
Van Allen belt.
Yeah.
All right, but you can't get higher than the Most High. You haven't searched the depths of the ocean. You have not measured. The universe. Okay, you have your new telescope is revealing. All right, revealing shit that you can't even conceive. All right, you're like, what the hell? We didn't know that there were so many X amount of galaxies in this little right here, and then this 4 billion years. You're making up lies. All right, you're giving your hypothesis. All your shit is still an educated guess, which is you're still a dumb fucker. Okay, go ahead.
I will sit also unto the mount of the congregation and the size of the north. I will exceed above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Hey, you said you will be like the Most High. You'll be nothing like the Most High. All right, you're nothing like the Most High. You're on the wicked left-hand side. You're doing the Most High's work and will that he wants you to do. All right, but you are not the Most High. You will not exceed or go above the Most High. Okay, you will live out your lot. You will play your fucking position, Esau, Edom. You will play your position, and you will play it to the T. All right, and the hell is for Jake. All right, you are the sword for Jake. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans first and foremost, and then the rest of the nations. Right? That's why you are in the position that you are in, and it's for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's will, prophecy, and purpose.
This is Habakkuk. This is Habakkuk 2 and verse 9. It says, woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. You know, and he's setting his nest on high. That's the satellites, all right, of it, that this devil is placed in the heavens, all right. But he's actually going to attempt to live out there to escape judgment, all right. I'm gonna read down one. It says, thou hast consulted shame to thy house. So this devil's even put shame onto his own house.
God.
Okay.
Hey, better hold up. No, hold it up. Yeah, hold Genesis, but hold Isaiah. We're gonna stay on that 31.
It says, by cutting off many people, and has sinned against thy soul. Okay.
God cut off many people. He sinned against thy soul. All right, for the atrocities that he committed, first and foremost to Yahweh Yahushai's name, right, his image, and then his people.
He's he's kept Jake unaware of who they really are, for a long amount of time. All right, and what that did was give us no morality.
God.
All right. And the 12 tribes didn't know who they were, so they didn't know how to conduct themselves.
God.
And as doing that, he's put abominable things in each and every product. From your clothing to the food you eat. It's all defiled.
Hey, to the water you bathe in, to the toothpaste that you use, to the toilet paper you wipe your ass with.
And it's the most accessible things at the cheapest price. That he knows, the people that can't afford, the best things or, high quality items, are going to be forced to go and pay for it.
God.
Things of everyday use, such as, soap, to, as brother said, toothpaste.
Everything that you can think of.
Everything got pork in it. Everything is, from these, medicines that they use. They put, abominable things in there.
God.
Things that you wouldn't even think of.
God, it's not Jake's natural estate to cause hell on people.
That was his turning of things upside down.
God.
He's placed a woman on top of man. All right, pushed his filthy agenda of homosexuality. All right,
all across the board.
And he got Jake being the number one culprit of that.
Right.
They got damn prosthetic butt babies now, bro.
Oh, yeah. I remember
which is ridiculous.
That's fucking ridiculous. Hey,
these people, are so demented and messed up under this rulership, all right, and his false ideologies, okay, and his abominations that they some people feel like they need to go through that.
Hey, you were set up. You were set up what you were supposed to be from the beginning, but instead you want to make yourself an abomination unto Yahweh Shai.
Why have he created me this way?
Why have he made me thus?
The Creator didn't know what he was doing, but yet
he made a mistake.
The scriptures say that all his judgments are righteous. All right. Everything that the Lord has done is perfect.
Yeah, hey, that was Yahweh Shai giving you up to your own vain lust.
Right.
All right, that's what you wanted. You felt, hey, as a man, you felt that you wanted this prosthetic butt baby. All right. So, hey, yeah, that's off.
Something is wrong. That goes to show how bugged out, our people is, but how bugged out the leader is.
God,
I got a quick free.
Yeah, she would change the
What?
You would change the natural use of a woman.
No, I didn't get that.
Okay.
This is a Sirach 10:2. It says, "As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler?" Sorry. "And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are they that dwell therein." And we know that these devils are moles,
right.
are weirdos. They're pedophiles and
Tel Aviv. What is it? Jeff Epstein.
They're pedophiles, thieves, robbers. All right, rapists.
Harvey Weinstein.
Right.
I mean, you could just keep going. Hillary Clinton, Joe Creepy Biden.
Let me read down too.
Go ahead.
It says, "An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited."
God, you see this unwise people. All right, Slakia, unwise king destroying these people. That's why you have these articles telling you this stuff. All right, you have people acting this stuff out. All right, but when the righteous are in rule, all right, the people rejoice. Okay, because hey, this place is in need of an overhaul. Okay, this whole planet needs to be overhauled by the will and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, and he's going to manifest it that it be. Okay, because he said so. So it will be. God.
Verse 4, it says, "The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord." I'll read that again. "The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable."
God. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hey, he's in control. All right, so he gave this devil control for a little while, but for a short season, right? For the chastisement of the nation of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans following after these false idols, all right, committing idolatry and adultery, all right, committing having fornication and lust, all right, being envious in your heart of another nation. Okay, you're not supposed to envy or have any abominable things unto you. Yahweh Shai said, "Be ye separate as I am separate." All right, to let you know that you are above the rest. All right, you are cut above the rest. Not some people, all people. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you speckled birds whose father's line go back. Okay, you are above all people. It is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai who's giving you that grace and that mercy to make you a part of his nation. Okay? Whether you accept it or not. All right? We didn't choose him. He chose us. Okay? So we will do our Father's will in his work to the best of our ability. Abaratas out all the way to the end. Okay? That was it, right? I
had to read it back. I had to read it back up what the brother was saying. Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art a holy people until the Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai thy power. Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
To himself. All right? Unto himself. That's possessive. All right? You belong to me. Right? As you tell your child, hey, I don't belong to you. You belong to me. I had you. You didn't have me. All right? So Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is saying the same thing. You belong to me. And I want you above all people. All. Not some. Every single one of them. I want you to put them in order. But at first you have to get in order. Because you disobeyed. Okay? God.
It's Isaiah 31.
Go to 2.
2. Yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity.
God. So Yahweh Shai said, hey, he is against the house of the evildoers, which the evildoers is Esau, Edom chiefly. But those who were confederate, can you pull Psalms 83? Those who were confederate against us, all right, against the nation of Israel, okay? Those who are confederate, just start at 5. 4 or 5, one of those.
This is Psalms 83, verse 3. It says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
The hidden ones are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? And you speckled birds whose father's line goes back. You didn't know who you were or whose you are until Yahweh Shai woke up Alba Bivens, all right? And the men under him, Apostle Tahar, and the men under him. All right? Preaching and teaching this doctrine, giving you the truth, the unadulterated truth. All right? Most of you Jakes did not know where you came from. You think your start started in slavery in a fucking ship. All right? That you got conquered just by another tribe. You just popped up out of the fucking ground. Okay? Go ahead, Slock here.
Says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
These motherfuckers said, we're going to cut you off from being a nation. All right? Being a nation. Ultimately was Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai for our disobedience. And we rightly deserved it. All right? Turning our back against the power. All right? So we deserved it. But the affliction is almost over. Okay? This devil already had and already knew who we were and whose we are. But he continued in his fucking wickedness. Go ahead.
For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against you.
Consulted together. They were on one accord. All right? They sat at the table together, laughed and made jokes, said, we're going to do this shit. We're going to get them. All right? We're going to make sure we take them down. That the name of Israel be remembered no more. All right? Then we're going to put the issues up. All right? And we're going to make it as if. Just in case they ever see anything. All right? We're going to give them that delusion. We're going to give them the slave Bible. Okay? Saying, hey, envy your master. All right? You envy your oppressor. Be obedient unto your oppressor. All right? Be at one accord with your master.
For a time, they deluded Jake, into thinking that they had the inheritance.
God.
All right, that they were the rightful people in the land. All right, but you could tell, by prophecy going out and everything that's happening that they're not.
God.
Because there ain't no peace in the Middle East right now. There ain't no peace in Jerusalem.
Hey, there ain't no peace, ain't no food. right?
Right.
Hey, Jerusalem is not abundance. It does not have an abundance of all things.
And they're only occupying, you know, a small portion of what Israel actually is.
God.
Because when you go into it, you know, what it actually cuts into like Ethiopia, you know, it goes up to the what's that, the Tigris,
Yep.
to the Tigris River, right? So they don't even know how to keep it right. That's how you know it's not there.
God. Hey, I end on the fact the Spirit beareth witness.
Right.
All right. These fucking devils and all the atrocities and everything. Hey, how you the holy people and you got Tel Aviv? All right. You a fucking liar. All right. That's why Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to destroy you. Hey, and call law Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for all judgment that goes out. Righteous in all his acts. Okay, go ahead.
Isaiah 31:3. Now the Egyptians are men and not the power, and their horse flesh and not spirit. When Yahweh Yahweh Shai shall stretch out his hand, both he that helped shall fall, and he that is helped shall fall down.
God. So these Egyptians, all right, aka America, all right, aka Rome 2.0, okay, and all these other nations, but chiefly talking about America. They're just men, all right. They're angels, all right, which is their aircraft, all right, are made up of metals. Okay, they're made up of plastic, metals, all kinds of earthly elements. All right. Yahweh Shem Yahushai said his angels are spirit. Okay, you cannot stop the will of Yahweh Yahushai. Okay, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the chosen people of Yahweh Yahushai. All right, whether you accept it or deny it, he is going to make sure that, hey, at the end, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you speckled birds accept it, and that you other nations will accept your position after 1,000 years of slavery that you will go into. All right, of rigorous, all right, very hard fucking labor. All right, as the labor that you made Jake serve, hey, pay unto them double. Okay, double. So expect in your spirit to be stomping mud patty, clay bricks, or whatever it is Yahweh Shai has us do in that time, that it be of lawful and righteous building building and decrees. Okay, hey, and everything's gonna be righteous. Even your hell is gonna be righteous unto Yahweh Shai. You getting put to death is gonna be righteous unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, there will be no fucking butt breaking. All right, from the Israelites unto these other nations. All right, everything will be done in righteousness. And if that happens to you while you're in your fucking pit, guess what? Righteously, they're going to be judged for that same thing. All right, all the way across the board. Okay, go ahead. Salaka. I know my voice is scary today.
And they all shall fall together. For this hath Yahweh Yahushai spoken unto me. Look as the lion and the young lion roaring as his prey. When a multitude of shepherds is called forth against him, he will not be afraid of their voice, nor abase himself for the noise of them. So shall the Yahweh Yahushai of hosts come down to fight for Mount Zion.
God, Yahweh Yahushai is going to stand up for Mount Zion. Stand up for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you speckled birds whose father's line comes back. But it's only for the 1/3, only for the upper echelon. All right, first and foremost. But in its entirety, the nation of Israel. All right, because we wouldn't be able to continue to have a nation, all right, and have an elect if Yahweh Yahushai didn't come back to deliver us. Abaratazah, we be those men. Okay, our nation wouldn't make it. Okay, we couldn't do it. We can't do it without Yahweh Yahushai. All right, we are a nation that needs our power. Okay, we have always been subject unto our power. Okay, even in the atrocities of us going off, we are still subject unto our power. even though we've been disobedient. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you speckled birds. Okay? You still have a duty and a job to do because that covenant was given unto you, Jake. All right? And there is no way out of it. All right? Nor should you want out of it. Okay? Genesis. I think that was it on that. You were at the end of that, right? Yeah.
This is Genesis 25, starting at 22. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And
Yahweh Shem Yahushai said, the two manner of people are in thy womb. All right? To go and prove to you that Jake and Esau, all right, you are two manner of different people. Yes, you're of the same father and the same mother, but Yahweh Shem Yahushai, separated you. All right? He put two different spirits in you to be adverse to each other because he created two nations at that time. All right? He created in easiest terms for those of you, he created in the womb, it was good and evil. All right? Esau being evil and Jake being good. Okay? Yahweh Shem Yahushai deals with balance. Cain and Abel. All right? A righteous sacrifice, acceptable sacrifice, unacceptable sacrifice. And that's that same spirit. Okay? God, if you could read that over again.
God, it's Genesis 25 and 22. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh Yahushai. And Yahweh Yahushai said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and the two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. All right? They're together right now in the womb, but guess what? When they are separated, when they come out, all right, when they come out, they're going to be separate people. All right? They're going to be two different spirits. Okay? Two different spirits. Got it. Three?
Yeah, I got it. This is Romans 9 and 21. Have not, I'll start at 20. It says, nay, but O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel to honor unto honor and another unto dishonor?
God, can you tell the potter? Can you tell the potter of the clay, hey, make me an ashtray or make me a beautiful vase? All right? You're just the fucking clay. Shut the fuck up and do your job. I created you what I wanted you to be for. You're going to be an ashtray. You're going to be a vase. I'm going to break this ashtray and throw it away and, hey, throw it in the fire and remold that shit again. I'm going to leave this vase for something to glory and be beautiful that I behold. Right. Hey, it's going to be a savory, sweet smell unto me. This is going to be, hey, this is my best work. This is my favorite. This is my best work. This is my number one. All right. I give this, hey, I give this unto my loved ones. All right. I keep it for myself, but for my loved ones to view. Okay.
Hey, going back into Genesis, the battle within, is the battle that we currently playing out.
God.
Esau versus Jacob. All right. And this, captivity that we're in. But we know that these devils is going to go into captivity. When you go into the characteristics, say what Esau was a cunning hunter of the field, and then Jacob was a plain man. All right. Chilled, sat back at the house,
God.
Took care of things.
Dweller and kids.
All right.
Yep.
But see, the Lord has made, as the brother out in Birmingham brought out, the Lord made, Esau to be a perfect slave, because he does the work, so it lines up, all right. And we know that he's gonna do so, and we're gonna be working these devils out, we're gonna work them for days straight. You know, until
6 days.
until the 7th. We can have them go for as long as we want.
6 days. 6 days.
All right.
Hey, if you fall out in the field, you fall out in the field. You better get up.
Right. We don't have our. It says, you know, Lord's gonna have his foot. You know, these other nations as a footstool, right? We're gonna have, you know, being joint heirs. We're gonna have that same glory. All right. We're just gonna be doing His will.
God.
You need Superman.
God, hey, it's Yahweh Shem Yahushai's will that matters. All right? Nobody else's will matters. Nobody else's will exists. All right? It is Yahweh Yahushai's will that only matters and only exists. Okay?
Continue. I had a little more. This is continuing on Genesis 25 and 23. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger.
God, one people shall be stronger than the other people. The elder shall serve the younger. Goes to back up what the brother said. All right? That's why at the latter end of this all, you devils, all right, starting with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, all right, and Slakia, the so-called white man and his tribal heritage, all right, are going to be the first fruits of slavery. All right, they're going to be the number A. They're going to be the best pick on the selling block that is not being sold. All right, that is not being sold to any other nation, but Jake. All right, you're only going to be sold unto Jake. It's not going to be and it's not going to be Jake. Is not going to have any mercy on you. All right, Yahweh Shai is going to put us in remembrance of all things. All right, remember all the atrocities that you have committed unto our nations and us individually. All right. So, that's not Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He said he's going to put his fury upon us, his anger. Okay, so the anger that a brother might have right now, he might find some leeway because he feel bad for you. All right, but there is not going to be any feeling bad in that day.
Deuteronomy 37 says that the curses shall overtake thee.
God.
You know, these other nations, they don't have the same, all the curses that are written about that our people are plagued with right now. It's going to go straight unto you. I'm going to grab this real quick.
And it's going to be Esau, Edom, who's going to get it the worst.
Right.
All right, you're going to get it the worst first with those curses. All right, and as well as when the Israelites are kicking your ass, all these other nations going to be kicking your ass too.
They're going to be pissed off at you.
Right.
You know, just like they starting to get now.
You think that, here it is. He think that's going to go away. All right. Esau, Edom think that's going to go away. I just got to deal with the Israelites. That's horrible enough. But when you're in those pits, right, you're going to be the ones who chiefly in the pits.
Right.
The other places, the other nations, they might have a hut. All right. Might put them in a hut somewhere.
They're going to be better treated. You know, we're going to have other nations going to be the house slaves.
Right.
Just speaking for myself, I probably won't have an Edomite in my house.
I got to have something to skate on, so I might have one, or two, or three. Just skate across the floor and then make you tear it up just because you touched it.
But at the same time, they're gonna know, like, these other nations gonna know all the wickedness that you've done.
God.
You have no, no sorcery or the power's not in your hand to deceive the nations no more.
God. And you're seeing that become more apparent day in and day out. You're starting to see these Edomites get nervous.
And not only the other nations gonna kick your ass, the animals too.
Right. The whole world. Right. Don't be surprised if Yahweh Shem Yahushai just has trees falling on random people. All right. It's already starting to happen. Okay. Just randomly, trees just falling and everything. The earth is pissed off at you. Right. Yahweh Shem Yahushai can do anything that he wants.
A couple was in Hawaii in the water, thinking they on vacation, and the woman got killed by the shark, eaten. And so, the husband had to sit and watch that. And they were, Edomites. So there you go.
Oh, so, like, so, yeah, yeah, that squeaker just threw me off. I was like, what? I was just going to grab second address, but you can tell him to grab. Yep.
We said that. No, can't say it. Go ahead and read that first. Second address 6 and 7.
6 and 7. Yep.
I got it. Isaiah 14.
Second address 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times?
God, what should be the parting asunder of times? What is the telltale signs? All right, what's going to give us the notion? All right, what is it going to be?
Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
All right, so the parting asunder, what's going to be the parting, the sign to see? Read that again. I'm sorry.
All right, this second address 6 and 7. Want me to do the whole thing, or just second?
Just the second part.
Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
All right, and when shall be the end of the first? Okay, so how will we know that this time is coming to an end? Okay, this is how Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai let us know. All right, and this is in the Apocrypha, which is in the King James Bible 16 and 11. All right, it was given unto the nation of Israel. We were given everything that we needed. All right, until these devils started stripping away certain things. Hey, so we wouldn't have more of the truth. All right, here it is. It's been available to you at all times, but they push this particular Bible on you. Okay?
What they did was try to write their own story.
God.
Right? Like they did in the Mormon church.
God. Yep.
But by taking control of religion and then pulling out all or censoring it, taking out things that they like. That's why, that's what it says in the book of Revelations. Those that add unto this word or take out, all right, they got a lake of fire ahead.
Hey, that's the Book of Mormon, and that's the Doctrine and Covenants. All right. Hey, trust me, I know about it. Okay. Right.
The Book of Mormon, as far as replace, the white man is delightful.
That we are sin.
Right.
All right. That our skin it was the mark given. Okay. But here it was. Hey, if you never truly understood the scripts and seeked out the truth, you would never know. All right. You would just continue to believe the lies that are here.
Right.
All right. Because they give you bread and circus. All these false doctrines and these whorehouses give you bread and circus. Okay, you have your mega churches where you have concerts. All right, you can have rap, country, hip hop.
All of them.
Right.
A club.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I can't stand that guy.
That dude get on my nerves. But they got a club now.
Yeah, I got a Christian club. Hey, how you backing it up in a Christian club?
They had a real live,
all right. Right. Yeah.
I seen them, and they didn't have it was like a club type shit, but they was playing back that ass up in the church.
Hey.
Like, and
then they
the Harlot House, those Christian whores,
they go
for me, Jesus.
Working in the back.
Hey, then they gonna change it. They gonna change the words, and they gonna say back that tithing up. It's gonna have the same wicked beat. Okay.
Right.
Hey,
it's worse than that's even worse than
back that ass up.
Yeah, the false pastor that just don't know, the false prophet that just don't know what he's talking about.
God.
Is, now they replace this shit. And,
filthy lucre's sake. Right. You bringing filthy lucre's sake unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai's house.
Like that one teacher was getting on the congregation.
Yeah.
Like, I should be in a
G5. I need a new Rolex. I need. I need a new Mercedes. All right.
And look how what the Lord's doing to all these false preachers. He's taking them out simultaneously.
God.
He exposing them for the frauds they really are.
God.
Like the scammer turned preacher out in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You know, he just got caught up for grabbing a chick, you know, in the middle of service, snatching her ass up.
Yeah. His real life was she's about to go after my wife.
Right, just like how well, let your wife handle it.
Right.
But just like how the Lord did with Brother Polite.
Right.
You know.
Hey.
And even though they're just allegations, but hey, you getting caught up for the very same thing you was accusing, you know, brothers in the truth of.
God. Hey, being deceitful, filthy lucre's sake. Right? You were scheming, and you've been scheming on the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, and having your what do they call it, debates and stuff like that, and charging for all that stuff and everything. Right? You're making commerce off of Yahweh Shem Yahushai's word. All right, it's not entertainment. Right? The word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is not for your entertainment. Okay? It is for your judgment. It is to guide you in the way of life. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you speckled birds first and foremost. All right, then everybody else will get it on the other side next. But after we are in order. Okay? Hey, to be in order, you to put anybody else in order, you have to be in order first. Okay?
That's when it goes to Proverbs 29 and 2, when the people rejoice when the authorities, you know,
when
the righteous are in rule. Rejoice.
But when the wicked are ruled, the people mourn like they're mourning now.
Right, because you got people depressed, you know.
Suicidal rate is up.
What is it? Bed Bath and Beyond just a swan dive off the building. Yeah, man, he's just swan dive off the building. Here he is, the CEO, CFO of Bed Bath and Beyond. It's I'm sure it's a multi-billion-dollar company. Okay, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. He just swan dive off. Why? God.
Hey, the creation of money was the background of that goes into, you know, heathen, you know, it was built up on Canaanite, the same place where the dollar was built. I forgot what it's called. It's out in Georgia, some island. But the same place that they said, oh, we're gonna come up with the dollar bill, was made off of the Canaanite sacrificial burial ground. You know?
Hey,
that's wicked.
Yeah, it's a whole property.
That place used to be, you know.
That whole property was.
And then what did Esau do with the Canaanites that were on there? You know, he took their ass out. He wiped their ass out.
Right.
So thank you for your service. And now let's make something more wicked.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, there's fiat currency.
God.
You know.
Hey.
It's not backed by a damn thing now.
Fiat currency is meant to fall. All right. It's eventually meant to fall. Okay. Yeah. Something.
Yeah.
Got that reference.
Where you want to go?
Want me to finish the?
You sure? Got that?
Was that it on this one?
On what?
On the what showing the signs of the beginning and
fall?
fall?
Yeah.
No, I didn't read that yet.
All
right. I'm gonna just jump down straight to it. Second Esdras 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is it the be. So let me start all over. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
God, Esau is the beginning of the world, and Jacob is the end of it that followeth. All right. So while Edom built up this whorehouse, this disgusting queendom, Salakia. All right, this disgusting queendom where your wives have authority over you, your daughters and your children have authority over you. You have no say. All right, have effeminized men. Okay, toxic masculinity. All the atrocities. This fucking fake up. All right, this fake up. This fake up. This fake makeup and the sorcery that this makeup. The sorcery that this makeup causes and creates. All right, on top of it. Sorry, I just seen freaking short on that, on makeup. and just hey, the witchcraft that is continuously done. Hey, through the makeup, through the food, through the water, through the air. All right. Here it is. These devils are trying to give you and trying to take away the very sunlight that it gives you the nutrients. Okay? Everything is an abomination in this system. All right? Because they're adverse to life. They're adverse to Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Okay?
Isaiah, and we know, this place is destined to fall, because when you look around, more and more every day, you got, these more homeless people, that famine of goods being. It seems like there's something new every day saying that, oh, this famine is going to be here, soon, sooner than you think. Prepare for this, for the railroads shutting down, which they give, temporary solutions.
God, hey, and they do that. They do that for their gradualism. All right, just like as the brothers we were talking about the purge mentality. All right, here it is. What? There are 5 movies into the purge.
Yeah, they're trying
all right.
to
do another one.
Stir your mind. Yeah. Up, to prepare for it, because when you watch that movie, you be like, damn.
If that happened, I would do this. I would have this.
In the truth,
right?
Or not in the truth. I mean, if you kind of think like, oh, yeah, I'll probably, if I did that, I'll probably have, try to get a gun,
right?
Some food, think about like somebody that would like, wicked mentality, try to survive that shit.
Right, and then you like, hey, I'm gonna go. I already know who I'm gonna hit.
Right.
All right. You already got a hit list. All right. Hey, because of the wickedness, they show you the balance of both sides in the purge, and not a lot of people recognize that.
Right.
All right. You have that. Hey, I believe it was election day where it was a chick that came back to the store. She came back to the store. Yeah. She was like, I'm gonna get you fucking. She came back later on. She had a list. She already killed her mom and dad early. All right. God.
The wickedest.
Hey, a bunch of Eves. It was a bunch of Eves.
They had a little group.
Yeah.
Like this little monster.
Right. Hey, had the list, but you spiritually, if you can receive it, all right. You had the righteous. All right. Hey, they were all Jakes. You had the righteous trying to survive.
Right. They even, brought into the last one that came out. They had Issachar. But what did they have? Once the purge was popping off out here, everybody was trying to get to Mexico, right?
God.
Was trying to go and flee away from it. So that's the same thing that's going to be happening now. You see that happening now.
God.
Because people want to get out of this place to avoid the judgment.
God, hey, and you can't. Hey, judgment is not going to be avoided. It doesn't matter where you are.
Right. America's been. People have been playing America. They're getting oversaturated with Edomites out there, and they're buying up all the best lands. And that's how you know that he has the fatness of the world. He can go leave this country, jump into a whole new one,
and take all their resources.
They got a all white beach in South Africa. Like they doing that. So you know what I mean?
I'm gonna read this real quick. Isaiah 24 in verse in verse 5, it says the earth. I'm gonna start at 4. It says the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. So all that pride, when you were puffed up, oh, America's so great. America's so great. We're gonna take out every other country.
Can't nobody mess with us.
Have that pride in your technology, your weapons at war. Well, you ain't got the best weapons no more. Russia, China got a way deeper army than you, and those rumors of war have been popping up. We just tell Biden.
Hey, I was just about to say it's not a rumor no more. All right, Putin just said, hey, you're going to have to answer for giving military aid to Ukraine. Right here it is. They have pushed us back, and we're not cool with that. All right.
And you know, let the media tell you. You know, the media gonna tell you that it's a great victory for Ukraine and shit, and they lost less than like 1% of the land that they the territory that they gained.
God, how's that a victory?
so you ain't really did shit. But Putin, you know, the Lord put that spirit on the Medes, you know, and he gave and he gave Putin the intellect to know, you know, because he done said it before. He knows that Bible prophecy on his side.
God. Hey, Yahweh Shai is not playing, and that's why this place must fall. All right, this is modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, modern day Babylon, modern day Egypt. All right, Rome 2.0.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 24:5. The earth is also, it's like the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Hey, the chief inhabitants, all right, on the left-hand side is Esau, Edom. All right, but the inhabitants also are you, Jakes. All right, everybody who's on this planet, hey, going off against the will and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. God.
Following
that Western philosophy.
Western philosophy, a strange woman.
All right. Continuing in the what is it? The white picket fence, the American dream.
Right.
All right. Hey, the Joneses has been gone. The Joneses been gone. They've been the Nelsons and the Thomases and the Oppenheimers and the Devenons have already moved in and moved out. All right, because it cannot be sustained here in America. All right, the American dream for other countries is to come and make your money and get the fuck out.
Right.
Establish a business here.
At least, you know, they already know they ain't over here.
Right.
They ain't staying. They know about that. This place is about to get nuked. All right, they ain't gonna wait for the nukes to hit before they leave.
Right.
No, they already got as you know, if you look into what are they called, dumps, They got them spread out across the world. You know, those well, they got underground cities too, but just like how you know the Denver airport, you know, has those underground cities. You know, and they link. They got them all planned out, but they got those other dumps, you know, outside of the U.S.
Hey, do you think Elon Musk, his tunnel system is something new? How is it that there's so much tunnel already built under that they've been traveling under the radar for a long time? How's it all this weaponry and everything gets moved throughout these cities and you only see tanks and everything sometimes? All right, how are all these nukes and everything moved? All right, you think it's just move under the darkness of night, and that an enemy wouldn't come and try to that those who have always had a problem with America hadn't had insurgents to try to do something?
Right.
Okay, you have to think outside of the box. All right, you're limiting Yahweh Shai's thought process and capacity.
What did I believe Yahweh Shai said it, you know, with, through man, you know, it's not possible, but through, you know, Yahweh, you know, it's possible.
God.
All right. So Lord can, you know, he can do anything.
God.
All right, I got a precept.
Yep.
Go back in Isaiah 14:14. It says, I will ascend above the heights of the cloud. I will be like the Most High. Verse 15 says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. All right. You know, that's going to be those bunkers, man.
Right.
You know. Hey, let me continue on that.
I was just about to say, go ahead and continue.
I meant to. It says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble that did shake kingdoms.
God, hey, and this is going to be said throughout the whole planet. All right. Hey, is this the man right here? Is this, hey, it's like a Hustle and Flow. A Ludacris was like, oh, this the man. This man right here, right?
Oh, right.
This man right here. Yeah, that's the man. That's the man that made everybody tremble in fear. All right. But you're going to be in Edom is going to be in such a low state. Okay. This the philosophy of this whore is going to be in such a low state that nobody's going to believe that it could have been her. Hey, how did she get the #1 draft pick? How did she get that man of high value, high stature? How did this whore do it?
A lot of things, are going into play right now. Because he just had that queen get taken out.
God.
Yahweh Shai took out him, and a brother was going into it that what's his name, King Harry.
Yeah.
He's actually the creator. What is it? He's the creator of this. I think fourth industrial revolution.
God.
Or something along those lines. But his hands was in the movement. So when the MOTB pop off, all right, which pretty much if he was like the main creator of this thing, it's only setting things up to move right into the Lord's MOTB, because it is the Lord's MOTB before Esau's.
God, hey, and at the same time, if you watch any of that, you see the whole ritual that they're performing.
Right.
All right. That whole ritual with removing the crown, placing it in one hand, that he controls the world.
That goat.
Yep, when he was walking the goat, the whole 9 yards. Hey, that's a pagan Illuminati ritual across the checkered floor and everything.
Right.
Hey, all those are Masonic signs, and going to let you know, hey, we're at that time, and we're at that time. Why? Because the end of an age has died. All right, the end of an age has died, and a new age is starting. Okay, not to say that this devil can't croak anytime with his old ass, but that most likely not. All right,
because they were even saying like, Putin, he got health problems and stuff. They said the next in line,
he said
the next in line going,
he didn't talk about no.
He gonna be way worse.
Yeah.
And Putin not even bad,
Right.
He just, the Lord using him for a specific reason, but the media, portrays him as being the bad guy because the media is controlled by who? The elites, and most of the media control or the elites are what? They're making their money off of Babylon the Great, America.
God.
All right.
Hey, and they want this great reset to happen, so that, hey, they got to have an antagonizer and a protagonist.
Right. So they take a little from both of them.
Right. Hey, and guess what? Just like America is a business, right? Hey, when a business gets foreclosed on, a business gets destroyed, such as let's look at the two towers. All right. Hey, what are you to gain? You get your insurance money. All right.
Hey, when you go into that, there was so many $1 billion missing like minutes before
right
the towers got hit.
Right.
All right. So you have billions of dollars, just wind up missing, and then it gets taken out.
You get billions of dollars missing, then it gets taken out, and then you still collect another check.
Right. On top of the insurance. Hey,
and it doesn't matter what you pay out for the people, right? Because
pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, it's pennies on the dollar. All right. And at the same time, you control the law, so you can put certain caps. Hey, there's a cap. You did work here, so you get paid out only the life insurance plus an additional $25,000.
Right. Like how they still pay as they still pay people for PTSD.
Yeah. Or the so-called Holocaust survivors. They get paid.
PTSD, you know,
for that PTSD.
Well, the PTSD for the, but here it goes. You know, as the Lord said, you know, He will recompense you swiftly for the things that you've done. All right. Nobody wants to be. It's so unimaginable that y'all gonna be slaves.
God. Hey,
You know, it's so you can't even think about it.
and it's funny how you can't think about it when your pappy's pappy, all right, had us in slavery.
This is right here too, man. We get into it.
All right. Your pappy's pappy had us enslaved. Hey, matter of fact, you might have some relics from slavery still in your family of Volt.
Right.
All right. Hey, here it is. Jack Daniels has a whole company after slavery.
Yep.
All right, as well as what is it?
It's another company.
Dang it! What company has it really? Johnson and Johnson. I was trying to think of the name of the mortgage. JP Morgan. All right. Hey, all these companies that have redlined and so on and so forth. Hey, Bank of America.
Right.
All right. All these Wells Fargo. All of these people had a hand in slavery.
Right, but you know, even if that's their wealth that gets passed down. You know, that white privilege.
Hey, and it was taken. Hey, when slaves had their own banking system, they switched the slaves' banking system over to the white man's banking system. All right. When the first Black Wall Street, quote unquote. Yeah. All right. They covered those cities up. Rosewood. They burnt that shit down.
Right, like what was that family that owned like
in California?
Yeah.
I forgot the name of it, but yeah.
I thought that was in California.
Yeah. Hey, but hey, look at it. They own all of Manhattan Beach, but now they're trying to give them pennies in comparison to what it's worth after all this infrastructure has went up and everything, and now that the value's coming down. Okay, and then they don't want to give them all of it when they should have been making money for ages. All right, but hey, we know that didn't happen. Why? Because it wasn't Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai's will. Hey, because you're under the curses. All right.
Everything that you thought you were going to flourish in, Lord, stop to.
God,
access denied.
He only allowed you to get so or so so wealthy, or he put a cap. He has Most High has you in a cap space right now.
Right. Hey, you another land. You shall till the field, and another shall covet it. Roughly paraphrasing scripture.
Or so they're pretty much you don't reap what you sow in that sense.
God,
you're working and not seeing the benefit that comes out of it, or the fruit.
God, matter of fact, go to Deuteronomy 28 and go to 62.
Deuteronomy 28, 62. And ye shall be left few in number, whereas ye were as stars of heaven.
From just go down to 67.
Deuteronomy 28 and 67. In the morning thou shalt say, with the power it were even, and at even thou shalt say, with the power it were morning, for the fear of thy heart wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of their eyes which thou shalt see. And Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way thereof I spoke unto thee, they shall see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
God, hey, we were sold unto our enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and nobody bought us. Right? Our life hangs in doubt. Okay. Hey, what is that? George Floyd. Okay. Hey, here it is. You gotta have to worry about driving while black. All right, so called. All right. How about Shemi Al-Shai said, hey, you shall have a store basket right? And you won't be able to keep your stores, all right? You're going to lose everything that you have, okay? You shall have a wife and another man shall lay with her, okay? These are all the things that have been given unto you, or these curses, okay? Because these are this is the fine print, all right? There was the disclaimer that was given unto you by the prophet Moses, all right? When he spoke unto the whole congregation and read the whole book of the law, all right? Without leaving anything out, okay? All right, go over what you had. Yeah, your own revelation. Yeah, we'll pull this and then we'll jump into the multi-graph.
Well, I was going to sit in, but you want to start on 13? Start.
Yeah, because if you had,
yeah, I was going to sit in.
Yeah, that's what we had. We had a whole the MOTD.
That's what you were.
Yeah,
I was going to.
No, but go ahead. I mean, you got that. I was just letting you know, like that's where we were all.
Oh, Revelations 13:10.
I was saying.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can always get that script. Yeah, let's get that script.
This person.
God.
Sorry. This is Jeremiah 15:23. It says, "How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations?"
God, how's the strength of the earth? All right, Esau, Edom, America, all right, Rome 2.0, all right, Babylon, aka Egypt, all right, broken. How's this hammer of the earth, the one that made everybody fear, the one that made everybody scared, the one that made everybody subject? How is this person, this nation down? Okay, how did this happen?
Verse 24, "I have laid a snare for thee, thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord."
God, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai laid a snare. He laid a trap. All right. Hey, he laid a trap, such as these rappers getting caught up in these traps by these wicked ass Eves. All right. Hey, that trap that has been laid since the beginning of the foundation of time. Okay, Yahweh Shai had already had it appointed. Okay, but it is the pride of this devil that believed that hey, you know what? I can get around this trap. I can maneuver it. I'll MacGyver this shit. All right, I can do it. But Yahweh Shai already has you predestinated for what you are and where you are. Okay, the hammer is broken. All right, you have lost and losing Islaki. You are losing your strength. All right, day by day, you're like a cancer patient going through chemo. Okay, that you're not gonna win this battle. Okay, hey, eventually the radiation's gonna get you. The radiation of that thermonuclear fucking fire melting this motherfucker. Okay.
Verse 25, "The Lord hath opened his armor and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans."
And those, the weapons of his indignation are those ICBM missiles. Once again, they're gonna melt this motherfucker. All right, thermonuclear fire, death, fire, and destruction is coming to this land. All right, chiefly is coming to this land of America. All right, aka Babylon, aka Sodom and Gomorrah, aka Egypt. All right, it will fall by thermonuclear fire. Okay, there will be continued pestilence. There will be continued famines. Okay, hey, before it gets better, it has to. It doesn't even has to get worse. It has to end before it gets better. There's a new thing coming. All right, that regenerated thing coming, which is Yahweh Shai, and the strength and the glory of Yahweh Shai coming unto his nation first and foremost. okay, unto his nation of the 144,000 elect men and the 1/3, all right, of the nation of Israel, the upper echelon of Yasharallah, okay, to bring back the entirety of the nation of Israel. Okay, this is that glory, this is that new thing, okay, that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to do. Change our inward parts, okay, make us not subject unto sin anymore. Have everybody and everything in their rightful order. All right, this is the patience and the faith of the saints. Okay? You can start at 10.
Revelation 13, starting at 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. All right, so those who have continuously put hell on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, and Slovakia, and you speckled birds, all right, those who have continued the affliction for you, all right, chiefly for the 1/3, all right, the multitude of the 144,000 and the 1/3, those who have put more hell on you first and foremost, but on the entirety of the nation of Israel, okay? Even though that, hey, the rest of the 2/3 are going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire, okay, through pestilence, through the sword, or whatever Yahweh Hashem Yahushua deems necessary. All right, you got to die a second death, all right, in that lake of fire, okay?
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
He that killeth with the sword. So those of you who have killed with the sword, chiefly Esau, Edom, all right, you have to be killed with the sword. All right, through all the atrocities that you have committed, through your pestilence, Tuskegee experiments, through the Trail of Tears, through your shots in the dark, all right, through your food, all right, you're going to be killed as well by these things. All right, here it is. Hey, food is starting to kill you too. What was it, like a week ago? A lady and a man ate some oysters, and they died.
Yeah, one died.
All right, her husband died, right? But she was definitely ill, right? And she almost died, right? Hey, you're following up the ways of these heathens. All right, you're accepting this. You're accepting eating these atrocities and these abominable things. Now these things are starting to affect you, all right, and starting to affect you more, especially with those jump shots. Okay.
Here are the patience and the faith of the saints.
This is the patience and the faith of the saints. All right, we thank Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai for letting us see the downfall of this queen. Abaratazah, we be those men, stand fast all the way until the end. All right, whether it be by guillotine or whether it be until Yahushai crack those clouds in Abaratazah, we be there. All right, whether we be on the chariot or whether we be there standing up and waiting for the salvation of Yahushai, calling upon his name, and he says, come up hither. All right, that we are found that worthy. Okay, come on.
Revelations 13 and 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of their miracles, which have had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying,
you devils have deceived the world. All right, you deceived the world, hey, through the false fucking miracles that they have seen. All right, because when they see something that was out of the ordinary that they have never seen before and expect, they said, oh shit, it's a miracle. Okay, you've been a victim.
It must be.
Right, you've been a victim of sorcery. All right, sorcery made you believe that. Okay, go ahead.
Saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they shall make an image of the beast, which had the wound by the sword and did live.
God, you were wounded. All right, Esau, Edom. Hey, Rome was wounded. All right, hey, it was like Rome got a prison shank. Okay, but they got time to heal. They were taken to the ICU. Okay, hey, and while they were there, they devised a better scheme and a better plan to come back that much stronger to try to take more out of their enemies. All right, so they can complete in their mind that they can complete their wicked thoughts, their wicked devices. Okay, they set this whole system up, this whole westernized philosophy, All right, the miracle that deceived you was that the Junior and Big Boy. All right, hey, that they made fire come down from heaven that had decimated out a land. That Nagasaki and Hiroshima just decimated. All right, just nobody had ever seen anything like that. Okay, so you were in awe, and that was that sorcery that took you, not understanding and knowing that Yahweh Shai had already did that before. Where? In Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, it wasn't done through technology; it was done by the word and the will. All right, naturally.
Going to the scriptures, these chariots, they got laser beams. And, that's where part of the fire gonna come from.
God.
It's from the angels on the chariots.
God.
Right? They're gonna be destroying a lot of this earth as well.
God. Hey, it's not just the land of America that's gonna have to suffer the destruction. All right. First and foremost, this place is gonna be wiped off the map. It's going to be completely, utterly destroyed. But other places, hey, they're going to get destroyed as far as their systems get broken down, their buildings crumbled and tumbled. Hey, all their infrastructure is no more.
It says like lightning or a pillar of fire.
God.
What's another? In Deuteronomy or Exodus where it says a finger.
Yeah.
That was that wrote into the tablets. That was a laser inscription.
God.
Right? But it's gonna be that sword. All right, that's gonna be used, against the inhabitants.
I was just thinking, I'm movies, so I was thinking the new Thor, how Zeus had the lightning bolt.
Oh yeah.
Right. And so, hey, lightning is a weapon for Zeus, right?
Right.
Who's supposed to be the Greek mythology Most High. We know the Most High. Hey, his voice is what? All right. Hey, his voice is like a multitude of waters, but thunder and lightning. All right.
Yeah, and that's how the Lord, going back into Deuteronomy, the Lord spoke, with to the congregation.
Said, "You want to speak to me?"
Put that there, right? He told Moses. He said, "Okay." And then what happened when that thunder?
We don't want to speak to him, Moses. We don't want to speak. We don't want to do it, Moses. Can you take care of that for us?
And then as brother was going into the movies, great depiction is the New World, War of the World.
God.
Where
Tom Cruise.
They came out the ground.
Yeah.
Which they if they wanted to, they could come out the ground.
They're gonna come from everywhere. Come from the sea. Come from the ground. Right. Come from the heavens.
But when he was pooped,
yeah, lady Russ.
If I spit on him.
No, it's all good.
But, when Tom Cruise goes back into the house, and just all the dust from all the bodies with scripture that verses who shall the Lord threaten and not be utterly beaten into powder.
God.
Right?
Hey, this is Yahweh Shai, man. It's Yahweh Shai who knows and controls all things.
And that's,
if that's not fear for you.
If that's gonna happen, during the destruction, hey, that's why we persuade men to fear and terror of the Lord.
God.
All right, because that's a frightening thing. We gonna be, we're gonna see the destruction and be in fear. We're gonna be a relief. It's not us, and we're gonna be it's gonna be in awe and fear. That the Lord can even do that, because we're gonna witness.
Right. Yeah. Continuing 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast shall both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast shall be killed.
All right, those who don't bow to this image of the beast shall be killed. All right, who are not going to adhere to this new order. All right, who are not going to adhere to this new to the Great Reset. But it ain't my move. It's the same one.
recognize it. Hey, you know, that's the same thing, you know, that happened in the time of Daniel, you know, the Babylonian kingdom. Nebuchadnezzar, you know, said he put up that that image for everybody to worship. You know, when the trumpets blow, everybody better be bowing down.
Right.
You know, don't nobody be praying. You know, if you caught praying, and, you know, what happened? Well, first of all, it was first two different counts, but but when they didn't bow down, you know, they got thrown in that fire. They were supposed to be put to death. Right. That is, you know, foreshadowing the affliction that you know the elect is gonna have to go through, you know, for standing against, you know, the MOT to the B.
Hey, what is that? What is that saying? Hey, if you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for everything.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, in Abaratazal, we stand rooted in the faith of Yahweh Shai all the way into the end. All right. Go ahead.
16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads.
All small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. All right. Everybody is going to have to answer at this time in this hour. Everybody's going to have to come up and have that hour where they say, oh, you know what? I got to feed mine. I got to take care of me and mine. All right. Or you got to say, hey, you better leave it in Yahweh Shai's hand and let him take care of you and yours. All right. It's not, you can't take care of you and yours. All right. Not even now. All right. It's through grace and mercy, Yahweh Shai has you be able to take care of your family. Okay. God.
Your kids is gonna starve one way or the other. All right, but now, you know, but you run into Esau, it's only gonna put, you know, you're making that deal, you know, which is leading you into destruction. That's how. Go ahead.
That's the pink list.
Yeah.
That's the pink list. The ones that submit themselves. That's that pink list. Who they know that they will be with the system.
And you know, the test trial, you know, this Crown Royale, you know, was a test run for themselves. They know who's okay when they jive on the line, because what came out, you know, last couple of weeks that all that was bullshit. Okay, all that jump shot, no job. Okay, or they still got fines going out. I believe it's in France or something like that. To teachers who didn't take the somewhere overseas, but to teachers who didn't get you know, the jump shot, you know, they got to pay a fine. Now, why the hell they got to pay a fine if it's not even mandatory? You know, it's because it's this. You know, they're not getting. They took certain pay cuts, so they didn't have to take it. All right, it's unrighteous decrees, man.
Sure.
I don't know if I lost.
Yeah.
It's Matthew 7:13. Enter ye into the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way.
And broad is the way.
And broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereout.
God. So you got to take the straight gate. You don't want to go through that Broadway. All right, that Broadway, is the Broadway of, is just like Broadway. All right, it's just like New York's Broadway, a play. Okay, an artificial act. Okay, you want to go through that straight gate, that narrow path. Okay, the heart is hard to walk a straight, narrow path. Okay, where only one can pass. All right, you can't put anybody on your shoulder because, hey, guess what? On the left-hand side and the right-hand side, there's fire and there's water. All right, and basically look at it as a dome encompassing you, and everybody, it fits everybody's head tall enough that one man can walk through, one woman can walk through. Okay,
It's a tightrope.
It's a tightrope.
right? Especially with all this wickedness that's going on. All right, it's truth. You know, it's a tightrope. You know, you gotta stay in single file line, stay in order, you know, and following the leader, you know, which is Yahweh Shah. Okay.
Yeah. And go to Matthew 10 and start at 34 and read through 38. And if you got anything after that, then if not, we'll close out. 10 and finish that slot in. Then go to 10. Yeah, so finish on 7 and then read 14.
Okay, I'm done with 13. So
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Let's continue on Matthew 7 and 14. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth into life, and few there be that find it.
God, straight is the gate and narrow is the way. All right, few be there that find it. All right, because everybody's so worried about this life, what they're gonna do in this life, what they gonna be. All right, how they gonna make it. All right, Yahweh Shai said, hey, fuck all the dumb shit. All right, don't worry about that. Worry about the straight and narrow path. Straight is the way. Read it again.
Matthew 7 and 14. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth into life, and few there be that find it.
It goes to show you right there again that everybody's not gonna make it. All right, few that be there that find it. All right, so how is salvation unto everybody? All right, we know through the will and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and through scriptures, hey, that salvation is only for the nation of Israel first and foremost, but it's really for the 1/3 of the nation of Israel to see salvation on this side. All right, to be delivered by those chariots. All right, those so-called UFOs, or what are they, UAPs? All right, those are the chariots of the Most High, and you know that. Hey, if you can receive it, what other technology is there that can go up under the water, shoot back up, go all the way to the heavens, come back down? All right, move at 33,000 miles an hour. All right, hey, disappear and reappear. All right, cloak, shrink in size and get larger. All right, that's why Yahweh Shai said, hey, my horses are spirit. All right, the spirit can be you can have a big spirit, all right, and have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai on you in an abundance, or he can shrink your spirit at that time where he needs you to quiet down and be a little bit more humble. All right, and that's just it's lucky. That's just a depiction for you spiritually. Okay, knowing that Yahweh Shai can do all things. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, jump over to 10. Yep.
It's Matthew 10, verse 34. Think not that I am came to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
God, Yahweh Shem Yahushai said, think not that I have come, all right, come to put peace on earth. All right, so no, it's not going to be all sunshines and rainbows. It's not going to be, hey, well, there's a rainbow and there's flowers and salvation for everybody. It's the greatest party ever. All right, this is the end. All right, Backstreet Boys are not going to be up there singing and dancing. God. All right, yeah. You're not going to get saved. You're not going to get saved at the last minute because you just changed your mind that last second and decided you just condemn somebody. All right, that very second as you're getting beamed up, and then you get put back down. All right. This is, hey, even though we're scarcely, the righteous shall scarcely be saved, all right, just barely by the hair of their teeth, all right, as that destruction is coming and they're feeling that flame of fire, all right, that their spirit is going to be uplifted out of that body, all right, it is Yahweh Shai who does that and controls all things, all right, it's never that fumbling, all right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to understand that, all right, and you speckled birds whose father's line goes back. You need to understand that Yahweh Shai is for you, the 1/3 that can receive this message. Okay, go ahead.
35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
God. Hey, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has come to set you, adverse to your father. All right, adverse to your mother, adverse to your brother. All right, every man must work out their own salvation with fear and trembling. All right, so if you have to, you have to leave the world behind and the things in the world behind. No matter how much it hurts, no matter if it's your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your wife, your son, your daughter, your dog, your cat, your Bentley. All right, all that shit is vanity unto Yahweh Shai. All right, and if you're a true servant of Yahweh Shai is going to add this 100-fold unto you. All right, what you have lost, you will gain 100-fold. All right, it's the best return, it's the best gamble that you can get. Okay, go ahead.
And the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
Hey, the daughter against her mother. All right, a daughter and a mother's relationship is supposed to be solid, as a father and a son's relationship. Hey, as a mother and a daughter-in-law. Why? Because a mother and is beautiful. That the scripture gives that example. Why? Because your mother, should be telling your wife how to love you correctly. All right, her mother should have taught her through her father. All right, but it's her mother that knows the ins and outs because she raised the man that you love. All right. So this is another example of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai speaking righteousness once yet again throughout the whole scriptures, but giving you a parable, making it a little easier so if you have the ears to hear and the eyes to see, to understand how glorious it is. All right, to know the name of Yahweh Yahushai. All right, that we pray in the name of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem Rakakadash. Right. Understand the glory that comes behind that. Understand the fear that you need to have behind it. God, true power. All right, there is no power like it. All right, if I'm going to be subject to anything, it's going to be to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, may we stand as men and die as men for Yahweh Yahushai. All right, whether it be life or death that is given unto us. All right, that we do it in faith and truth and honesty with everything that we have. All right.
37. No, 36. Sorry. And a man foes shall be they of his own household.
Hey, the foes, the enemy should come out of your own household. All right, the foes shall come from your own household. They should not stop you. Don't let them stop you. Okay, no matter what they say, no matter what they do, it is Yahweh Yahushai who will release them unto you. All right, we'll give you the strength to make it through. Okay? Demons.
He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
God, if you love your mother, your brother, your daughter, your sister, your dog, your cat, your lizard, your Bentley, your house, your cars, it don't matter. If you love anything more than Yahweh Yahushai, all right, you are at fault and you are found guilty. Right? It's vanity. You are guilty. Guilty.
Right. You got to know at the end of the day, being Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is going to give all that back.
Yeah. God.
Even more, just as he did with Job.
God.
He gave him more kids. All right.
Right. And then he got to see his generations of his kids come back. Right. Tell me, say Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai isn't just and beautiful.
No, they don't register. They don't get. That's one of the blessings of its truth. Or having the wisdom of its truth does it. It puts on a different scale and gives you a certain grasp of death.
Hey, call hello, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Rakakadash.
So you understand those things. You lose someone close. It's only a matter of time before they come back.
God,
you know, and that when you do lose them, you know, they in a better place.
God, hey, you said that they going for in a way, all right? You mourn them for a second, but understand that hey, they ain't got no more pain, no more strife. They ain't got to deal with this devil no more. They ain't got to deal with the bullshit of this world. They ain't got to smell the filthiness. Not to say that any brother wants to go tomorrow, all right? Abaratazar, we're here. Hey, as long hey, Abaratazar, we are here until Yahweh Shai cracks those clouds. All right.
To be, and everybody should be striving, you know, but with the mentality, you know, that we ready to die for Yahweh Bashim Shai, you know, and counting that cost, you know, but with the mentality that we try to make it, you know, then be one of those souls that doesn't have to die.
God.
Okay, that Yahweh Shai talked about.
God. But if you do have to die, what did Yahweh Shai say? Hey, it's not, there's nothing better than them that would die for their friends. All right, because Yahweh Shai died for who? His friends, his brother, through the will of Yahweh. All right, to bring back his people. All right, so don't count it as something less than. Okay? You're worthy. If you're worthy for death for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, then you are worthy to receive the glory. All right? You are worthy to receive the glory from Yahweh Yahushai. All right? And there's nothing better. All right? In any case, you got to give it all, Jake. Leave it all out on the field. Fuck this world. Fuck these people. They don't give a fuck about you. Go ahead, Slakin.
38. And he that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me.
Bear your cross. All right? Day in, day out. You have to bear it. It hurts sometimes. But this is but what? A light affliction. This is for but a short time. A short time. Hey, taking it back to movie reference, Goonies. This is our time. It's our time to prove to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai how hard you will go, what you will do. All right? Abaratazah, I don't stop. Abaratazah, these brothers and you brothers and sisters don't stop. That we stay to the end, faithful and true. Okay? There's nothing better. There's nothing better. Yahweh Shai is coming. All right? He is coming. All right? Allah Shadya is coming for you devils. Okay? That standard is being raised each and every day. All right? Inkling a little by little. All right? Until the day Yahweh Shai turns that switch all the way up. Then you'll never be turned down again, Jake. You'll never be turned down again. You'll never be subject unto anyone but Yahweh Shai. All right? In the order of the nation. What more do you want? Fight for it. Fight! Got anything? Got anything? How about Shem Yahushai is for his nation, is for his people. All right? First and foremost, for the 144,000 elect men. He says, my tabernacle is of men. All right? Of men. So remember yourself as a man, Jake. Remember yourself as a man of Yahweh Yahushai. All right? What more do you want to be? What more is there? There's nothing else. Okay? There's nothing else. People think we're crazy. Okay?
Well, Yahweh Yahushai.
Hey, if I'm crazy, I'll be crazy for Yahweh Yahushai. Right. I'm a fool for Hamashiach's sake. Go ahead.
This is Sirach 4:28. It says, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee.
Hey, strive for the truth until death. Get every bit of knowledge that you can until death. Until death. What did he say? Until what?
Death.
Death. Strive. Give it all you got. You listen to DMX. Give it all you got. You give it all you got for this world, but you won't give it all you got for salvation, Jake. All right? This world is not your friend. Esau, Edom is not your friend. All right. Not saying that you can't maneuver through the world, all right, and use the world as you have to, okay? But don't think for 1 second that this devil cares about you or these other nations, all right? They are adverse to your very existence until we are back in our rightful position. Then they will praise Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, giving honor and glory to his name first and foremost, and then the nation of Israel. All right, that sets them right, that gives the judgment, that understands the law, statute, and commandment. Matter of fact, let's go to Deuteronomy and finish off on that. Deuteronomy 4, 6 through 4, 7, 4 through 7, 4 through 7 or 8.
Chapter 4.
Chapter 4. Go on, you got it free? Okay. Yep.
This is Psalms 94 and 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers, or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
God, who shall rise up against? All right. Hey, it is the men of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. All right. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you speckled birds whose father's line goes back. All right. You should be the one standing up for Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. All right. If you believe it on the testimony, you believe on his name. All right. You're standing up for Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Continue in the faith. Continue in the ministry. Do your videos. All right. Fast. Pray. Go to camps. All right. Be subject unto the powers over you. Okay. Give your diligence. Hey, and if you got something, if you got a problem with a brother or something like that, hey, air it out with that brother. All right, through the will and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Stop murmuring. Stop talking.
Stop gossip.
All right, don't be a female. Stop the gossip. Give more unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Take more of yourself out and put more of him in. Always. All right. Yeah, come.
This is Deuteronomy 4 and 5. It says, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of nations, which shall hear all these statutes, and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great? Who hath the Most High so nigh unto them, as the Lord our power is in all things that we call upon him for.
God. All right. And so this is what Yahweh Shai has given unto his nation, his people. The law, statutes, and commandments. All right. Hey, the ability to receive this word. 2/3 of the nation of Israel will not receive the word on this side. All right. 2/3 will die and will have to know death by pain. Okay. But the 1/3, hey, that they are the upper echelon to bring back the nation of Israel. All right. Right. But you, matter of fact,
Judges 5 and 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh Yahweh Shai, even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his villages and Israel, and then shall the people of Yahweh Yahweh Shai go down to the gates.
No, you go ahead.
Those rehearsing the righteous acts, trying their best to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. On this side, that's who's going to be delivered. All right, those that are trying to keep the high holy days, the Shabbat, the Sabbath, to the best of their ability. Those are going to be, the 1/3 of the nation of Israel that escape from the noise of the archers, those ICBM missiles.
Revelations 20 and 13.
But this belongeth unto you 2/3 and you heathen nations. All right, especially here in the land of America. Rome 2.0, aka Babylon, aka Sodom and Gomorrah, aka Egypt, here in America. Go ahead.
13. Revelations 20 and 13. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, which were in it, and death and heaven delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged every man according to their works.
God. So not only are those who are dead are going to come back, all right, hey, come back for that final judgment, okay? Going to come back for that final judgment of Yahweh Yahushai.
2 Corinthians 5, where we must all sit
in the judgments.
That judgments.
All right, go ahead.
And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death.
God. We're cast into the lake of fire, death and hell. All right? It was cast into the lake of fire. That lake of fire is going to be here on the shores of America.
That goes to show, that, the new covenant. Right? Because death and hell are okay, so death being, our mortal bodies passing away. That we should no longer die, and we're going to live we're going to have an eternal rulership. But and that hell, being the affliction, because we're going to be perfect. So there's going to be no need for chastisement of the Lord. That's
for the nation of Israel.
For the nation of Israel, yeah. No.
Right.
15. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire.
God. All right, so if you weren't found worthy, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the speckled birds whose father's line goes back, all right, you're going to be cast into the lake of fire. All right.
That wicked seed line gonna be done away with, because we know that the Israel will be will come. The elective Israel is going to be the birth of a new nation, of the righteous seed line.
All righteousness.
But the wickedness inside of our own nation is going to be done away with. You'll come back to the ones of the elect. Which means that the elect, we're the very same souls that birthed you in the first place.
Right. We're since the beginning. All right. But the 2/3, two-thirds will learn death by pain, as well as these other nations. All right. But with that, you got anything else? With that, I'm going to give all honor and glory and praise unto
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakakadash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Lord willing, was the edifying camp. Till the next time, we say Shalom, Wa Abba.